Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Blitz5 here, coming to you with a commentary video on the map Hard Hat, and this is going to be an instructional video on how to use the Claymore. So if you guys have been playing Call of Duty for a while or use the Claymore a lot, then this video might not be for you, so I understand if you don't want to watch it. But for this is for people who haven't really played Call of Duty that much, or maybe haven't used the Claymore that much, or even if you have used the Claymore, this is for anyone who wants to get more kills with this equipment. So pretty much the Claymore right here was definitely more used in other Call of Duties. When Modern Warfare switched it, Modern Warfare 2 I think switched it to an actual, you had to, instead of having a grenade, you had to have a claymore. So, I mean, to use the claymore, you had to give up a grenade. So that's back in Modern Warfare 3. That's why you see a lot of people, they like to use Semtex and frag grenades, so you don't see as many claymores and bouncing betties. The only difference between a bouncing betty and a claymore, if you guys don't know, is that the bouncing betty can explode on all radiuses, but it's a little bit slower, and if you lay down, you actually don't die. The claymore is a little bit harder to escape, but it's only within these red lines. I've actually heard people ask me where the claymore blows up. So it does sound like a noobish thing. You know, you guys might be sitting here like, wow, this is a pointless video. But there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to use the claymore, don't really know its efficiencies, and just really put it in terrible spots. And it's one of my pet peeves in Call of Duty. I hate when people have awful claymores. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some quick spots. This is domination. I'm playing by myself on the map Hard Hat, like I was saying. So this is a common spot. A lot of people like to put claymores where they're hiding or around a domination point. So I've seen a lot of people that put a claymore here or here, and these are awful, awful spots. So this is obviously the worst out of all of them. But let me just show you. This is what a lot of people would do. This spot right here. I see this all the time, and it makes me want to flip out. So first of all, if you're coming from any direction, you're gonna see that claymore. I see that claymore here. I see the claymore there. The only way it's really going to even have a chance of getting me is if I'm coming around this way. You know, say I'm on the other team, I check, no one's over there, and boom, I see the claymore. I'm not going to die by that. And even if it does blow up like right there, I'm probably not going to die. You usually don't die from this distance from a claymore. So instead of doing that, if you have a claymore, you need to do something like this. You need to put it as close as to the walkway as you can and hide it. So always make sure, you know, this is the worst. When I see people do this, like you just wasted a claymore. You know what I mean? People know that there's a claymore right there. You can throw a stun, and that actually disables the claymore. If you're on the, you know, so if I was on their team, it wouldn't actually hurt me right now. So if you're gonna do something, do it like this, and this is a great way to put a claymore. Someone checks, so they see no one's there, they might throw a stun just to check if anyone's over there. Nope, boom, they're dead. Even if they're over here, they're dead. No one takes this corner like that. Not a lot of people do. Sometimes people do hide in this corner, you know, and in that case, there's not going to be a claymore that's going to get those kind of guys. That's the kind of spot that you're going to want. Another example with this would just be simply putting claymores in spots where you have to make sure that they can't be seen from that angle. So you definitely don't want to put a claymore here. You know, people are going to see that kind of stuff. So you want to predict how people are running. Even like this isn't the best of a spot because what are the odds that someone's going to run this way? They might run this way. So in a situation like that, if you want to try to cover A, this is always an okay spot because, you know, people are going to run, boom, die. They might see this, but they might not, you know? This isn't even the best way, but something like this is better than putting it over here. I like to put claymores in spots where people aren't going to think they are, you know? This is a super common spot to put a claymore. People are predicting a claymore is going to be here, you know? A lot of people know that claymores are going to be there. And so I like to put them in different spots. But say you want to use a claymore here. This is another example. See a lot of people put claymores here or here or even here. This is the worst. I mean, that's not going to stop anybody. So if you're going to put a claymore here, consider this, you know? Say you're running through this area, you check, no claymores, no claymores, boom, you know? You're running anywhere in this angle, you're probably going to die. If you want to put it a little bit more this way, as soon as they hop around the corner, they're dead. That little red line is kind of mixed in with the sand. You can't really see it. It's a much better spot, I think, than putting it anywhere else. So I hope this video kind of helps. I know it's kind of self-explanatory. It might be a little boring for a lot of people that you know, have used claymores in the past and are pretty good with it, but just don't put them in random spots, please. That's definitely my pet peeve. I mean, in bad spots, you know, don't make sure that it's being covered, you know, put it back a little bit. Don't do it like this, how I just did it before. Don't do that. That's awful. It's completely wasteless of a claymore. A claymore for you guys playing Call of Duty should be a guaranteed kill. And that's how you should think of it. You know, it's a guaranteed kill towards your kill streak. It shouldn't be something that someone blows up because they see it. So I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching, guys. Blitz5, I'm out. Okay, and I forgot. I wanted to add this to the video, so I just went ahead and added it real quick. Claymores are also really good for escaping a scenario. So let's say you're getting chased out of this tunnel. There's some people coming behind you, and then say you run out of the tunnel. There's some guys over here. You make a run for it. If you do something like this, turn around, run. You're up here. Someone's gonna be chasing you. If they're still chasing you, they're gonna die. It enables you to come up here and then maybe get another view on the people chasing you, and then you could get out of a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 situation, and that's another reason why I love using Claymores. That's always my signature way for using Claymores. I'm always kind of on the run, do a little, just a little flip and go kind of Claymore thing, you know? Say you're running right here, just keep running, there's people chasing you, boom, you know? And then if they come around the corner, they're dead. So I've always enjoyed doing that. Hopefully some of this helps, and once again, thanks for watching, guys. Let's 5 them out.